Hello and welcome to the Critical Role Wildmount Campaign Overview, episodes 6 through 10. If you haven't seen the first 5 episodes, then I suggest you turn back and come back whenever you've caught up, because this is a spoiler zone, nothing is sacred, and all will be made known. Ready? Cool. The story so far: the crew is in the town of Allfield, where they recently survived a Knoll attack. After combing the town for supplies, the group heads to the abandoned mines outside of town. They fight gnolls, find a sassy blind priest, and find out that the gnolls are feeding a manticore, and fighting breaks out. Manticore is slain, the group heads back to town, and after cashing in and gearing up, the group, now named the Mighty Nine, head off to Zadash. Bandits attack in the night, the group prevails, and soon them find themselves in the bustling city. They meet one Prumat soul, sell off some of their loot, and make their way to the Leaky Tap Inn. After inquiring of jobs, Monk and Sailor Boy listen on to what appears to be a civil unrest group, and the next day the group tours the city and runs into Yasha at the bathhouse. Afterwards, they pick up a job to go monster hunting, while Sugar Rush heads to the Pillow Trove to pick up her mail, but there is none to be had. The group head to the sewers, where the monster has been told to be. After traversing poop rats and finding web captives, the group are attacked by a giant freaking camo spider. After killing it and shilling a bound and scared halfling, the Mighty Nine get more information on the Gentleman, a figure they have heard of and are looking for. They head to the Crown Guard, cash in for their reward, and meet the Lawmaster of Zadash, a woman by the name of Rentha. Trashcan Wizard and Sailor Boy have a heart-to-heart. The group head back to the Leaky Tap and run into Ulog, someone that they met from the CUG, and invites Monk and Sailor Boy to a private meeting. Words are said, a shift is coming, and they want the help of the Mighty Nine. The group then heads to the evening nip to celebrate, and find that it is quite seedy and creepy, and promptly leave. Moving on to the stats. Everyone is currently level 3, with the highest AC being a tie between Bo and Jester at 17, and the lowest is Caleb at 11. Most nat 20s rolled is Bo, with a total of 16 to date. Most nat 1s rolled is Not, with a total of 8 to date. Highest kill count is a tie between Bo and Not at 10.5 apiece, taking in shared kills with other players. Death counter is currently at 2, with Frumpkin dying twice so far, and falling unconscious is a 4-way tie between Molly, Caleb, Frumpkin, and Not. The highest damage dealt is Fjord, with 385 points of damage. The most damage taken is also Fjord, with 126. The total number of How Do You Want to Do This is currently at 4 and belongs to Not. And also, the guest star counter is currently at 1 with Shakaste, the Tempest Cleric, played by the ever-so-talented Carrie Payton. And now for the rankings, where I give my opinion of the characters so far, and the internet burns me alive for not agreeing with them. Number 7, Yasha. Once again, the character has arrived and has done very little. I understand due to restraints that this is the nature of the beast, but until we can get some time where A, she shows up, and B, she does something that isn't with the delivery of a stone slab, I don't feel like Yasha will be rising in rank anytime soon. She is useful in a fight, but there isn't much character here. Number 6, Bo. Despite the small amount of intrigue in the first 5 episodes, Bo has drifted into a bothersome annoyance. I can't really be bothered to care about her or her story because Bo is a jerk and I don't like jerks. Nothing really to be said until we have character development or a story unfolds. Number 5, Jester. Jester herself isn't much better of a character, however her story is far more interesting. The fact that she does not get the money care package that she's been building up to is very telling, and her backstory has many opportunities to grow. I do like her story moments with Caleb, however, she is still the sugar-sweet cavity that I find slightly grating. I look forward to her story, however, and can't wait to see what unfolds. Number 4, Mollymock. Sadly, the most interesting character on the roster has become less interesting by means of secrecy. This is mostly due to the biggest part of his character being played up in the first 5 episodes, then nothing really happens for the next 5. He's still less of a jerk and more interesting than the others though, and number 4 is where he shall stay. Number 3, Caleb. I now know that my previous thoughts concerning Caleb were due to me thinking that he was uninteresting and not a team player. However, on these last few episodes, I have been terribly wrong. Liam is an amazing actor and truly throws himself into a character. He becomes Caleb, and when I realized this, I saw him in a totally new light. His interactions with Jester, his relationship with Nod, and just his personality overall has gotten much brighter and more interesting to me as a whole. I'm not above saying I'm wrong about something, and I was definitely wrong about the Trashcan Wizard. I cannot wait to see more of him and find out more of his story. Number 2, Not. Climbing the ladder and not stopping anytime soon, Not is hilarious and one of my favorite characters. Everything Sam does gives this character, and it just shows so much. It makes the show just that much more enjoyable. It won't be long until I'm sure Not will be the number 1 and stay there, but for now, she is currently in the 2nd place on the ranks. Number 1, Fjord. It's pure fanboyism and utter love for the character that has Fjord at number 1. He hasn't had the big story, he hasn't had the super deep character arc, but I just love seeing Travis play this character. I love how he tries to level out Bo and get her to be better. I love how he's more level-headed than most of the group. I love his class, I love his weapons. Fjord is awesome, and I cannot wait for more. And that's the rundown. Check back in another 5 episodes if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, and if you want to see my recap of the first 5 episodes, click the icon in the top corner of the video to watch it. Until next time, my friends, roll high, roll often, and never stop being awesome.